A journey in motion. Mark had already packed his belongings, cleaned the rented house, and left it almost spotless behind him. Another chapter was closing. The journey from Papua New Guinea to his next destination was roughly 1,000 kilometers, but there were no direct flights available. That meant a stopover in Australia, with Brisbane or Sydney as the only options. The total travel time would be either 5.5 or 6.5 hours. Not a long journey by Mark's standards. Over his now 10 years as a manager, he had endured far longer routes, both in distance and in difficulty. But where exactly had Mark's journey begun, and where was it taking him now? Looking back at the journey, Mark's managerial story began in American Samoa. In December of 2023, he took charge of Lionheart, a club that would become deeply personal to him. He remained there for 3 years and 260 days, building something special from the ground up. During that time, he won 2 league trophies, a National Cup, and an OFC Champions League title. Lionheart would always hold a special place in Mark's heart. Not just because it was his first club, but because success came quickly and meaningfully. He left the club in September of 2027. In the years that followed, Lionheart went on to win 3 more league trophies and another National Cup. Mark's next adventure took him to the Marshall Islands, where he became manager of Nutmeg. His stay lasted 3 years. In the first season, the team finished first in the league, but failed to win the final. The second season followed the same pattern. In the third season, however, everything finally came together, and the trophy was secured. After 3 years, Mark left the Marshall Islands with 1 trophy to his name. Nutmeg would go on to win 2 more trophies in the 3 years that followed. From there, Mark moved to the Solomon Islands, taking charge of Naha in December of 2030. Less than a year later, in October of 2031, his job there was complete. He won both available trophies, the Cup and the League, and departed having achieved everything possible. Naha would not lift another trophy in the seasons that followed his departure. Then came the most difficult stretch of Mark's career. Upper Hutt in New Zealand did not turn out as he had hoped. Over 2 seasons, no trophies were won, and financial collapse eventually forced the club into relegation. Mark left in 2033. Since then, Upper Hutt has stabilized financially and returned to the league, most recently finishing mid-table. His next stop was Port Moresby Strikers in Papua New Guinea. Mark arrived in December of 2033 and left in November of 2034, adding yet another trophy to his growing collection. And now, once again, it was time to move forward. The country. After a 6-hour journey, Mark arrived in New Caledonia. Whether it could truly be called a country was open to debate. It remained a French territory, but for Mark, it was simply the next destination. Despite having a population of only around 280,000, the island possessed an impressive football structure. 5 second divisions, each with 4 teams, fed into a top-tier league of 12 teams, where 22 matches would be played each season. Mark had taken over Association Sport of Lassi. Founded in 1963, Lassi carried a proud history. League champions in 2023, Cup winners in 2007, 2012, 2017, and most recently in 2026. Winners of the Melanesian Super Cup in 2028. Over the last 5 seasons, the club had repeatedly finished as runners-up, always competitive, always near the top. Their home colors were orange and white, earning them the nickname Les Oranges. Based in Noumea, they played their home matches at Stade Numedali, a stadium capable of holding around 10,000 spectators. Among their fiercest rivals were AS Magenta and Hingin Sport. Start of the season. Mark's first official match was scheduled for the 17th of February against Trio Sport. Before that, 3 friendly matches were arranged. All 3 were won. 14 goals scored, only 1 conceded. A promising beginning. Mark had several months to reshape the squad, though only 2 new players were added. Leo Vigneault, a local player, arrived from rivals Udrehu. Another familiar face followed, Vanuatuan Robinson Regenvand, who Mark knew well from the Strikers, signed for AC Lassi in search of a new challenge. Then the season began. Against Trio Sport, Mark experienced his debut in New Caledonia. At halftime, Lassi led 2-1. The second half exploded with goals. Alexis Sinise, who had already scored once, added 3 more. Hamid Esteve capped the performance with a goal in the 98th minute. Lassi won 6-2. 1 week later came a major test. Hingin Sport, one of the league's biggest clubs, stood opposite them. Alexis struck after just 1 minute. Then, after 67 minutes, Hamid sealed the match. Another 3 points secured. March momentum. March brought 4 matches. The first was against Horizon Patho, a high-scoring affair. 5 goals were scored in the first half, and 2 more followed after the break. Alexis continued his streak, scoring his 3rd consecutive game to make it 1-0 after 10 minutes. Patho equalized 10 minutes later. 5 minutes before halftime, Hamid restored the lead at 2-1. Then came Guillaume Santini. 1 minute later, he made it 3-1. 1 minute after that, 4-1. After the break, the opposition scored twice, but Lassi held on to win 4-3. The next match ended in another victory, 3-1 against Tiga Sport. Alexis added 2 more goals. In the 5th league match, Alexis struck twice again. Those goals were enough, as Moli Sports failed to score. After 5 games, Lassi had won all 5. Middle of the season. After 11 league matches, the exact midpoint of the season, Lassi had dropped points only once. That came in the 6th match, which ended 1-1. Their record stood at 10 wins, 1 draw, and 0 losses. 34 goals scored, only 8 conceded. They also progressed through round 2 of the Cup. Alexis was unstoppable. He failed to score in just 2 games. In the 9 matches where he did score, he netted 18 goals. The second highest scorer, Kylian Jacob, had only 5. End of the season. Fast forward to 19 league matches played. Since the halfway point, Lassi had nearly won every match. In the last 8 games, only 1 ended in a draw. The final 7 were all victories. In those 8 matches, they conceded 8 goals, but scored 26. Cup action continued as well. In round 3, Lassi won 5-0. In the quarterfinal, 2-0. Then came the semi-final against AS Mont d'Or. Another clean performance. Lassi won 3-0 and booked their place in the final. The final 3 league matches began with a statement. A 5-2 win over AS Magenta. That was followed by a 2-0 victory. 5 days later, attention turned fully to the Cup final. Against Horizon Patho, Alexis scored from the penalty spot in the 15th minute. That lead held until the 92nd minute, when the opposition equalized and forced extra time. In extra time, Lassi struck twice, taking the lead to 3-1. Horizon responded, making it 3-2, creating several minutes of pure tension. But when the final whistle blew, Lassi were Cup champions. Another trophy, and the league title was still waiting. In the final league match, Lassi drew against Mont d'Or. The result didn't matter. The gap was too large. It was official. Lassi lifted the league trophy and completed the double. Players, staff, friends, and family celebrated together. A flawless season, made possible by Mark's ideas, experience, and vision. By the numbers. The statistics told the story. 19 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses, 69 goals scored, 20 conceded, 82 points, a 20-point gap to second place Horizon Patho. Across league and cup, 27 matches were played. Alexis Sinise scored in all but 3 of them. 37 goals in 24 scoring games, an average of 1.5 goals per match, or 1 goal every 65 minutes. Kylian Jacob followed with 12 goals in all competitions. Mark moving on. 1 month later, Mark said his goodbyes. He informed the chairman of his decision to invoke the clause in his contract. They accepted it, knowing the risk when they signed it. There were no hard feelings. Mark told the players that the success belonged to them as much as it did to him. He believed that if they kept their unity and spirit, more trophies would follow in the years ahead. And so once again, Mark moved on. Another chapter closed, another destination waiting. His journey through Oceania continued.